Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me kind of video. We're just going to talk about some pretty serious topics that I've just kind of been festering inside my brain lately, and a couple fun little cheerful things at the end, of course, because we do not want too much negativity in these videos, right? So if you want to just watch me get ready for the day, I'm doing this little vampy kind of foiled look on my face today. Stay tuned and watch for all that good stuff. Okay, so as usual, priming them eyelids. It's an important step that everyone should take. So I guess I do kind of have a couple things to touch base on in this get ready with me video. I did kind of want to do a full separate video on this subject. However, I've decided that maybe just while I get ready, I'll just talk with you guys. Something that I find to be a pretty big problem in society is I find that there is not enough compassion in the world. As the internet has grown, people's opinions about things have become more and more selfish, less compassionate. So, for a prime example, I've been seeing a lot online about people complaining about the raise of the minimum wage here in Canada. Ever since we got a new-ish government, they have been talking about raising our minimum wage up to $15. Right now, currently, I believe it's somewhere in the $10 range. An opinion that I've been noticing more and more lately is people being upset because they're worried about lazy people getting a higher minimum wage, and the fact that they have worked hard to make it to the point that they're at currently in wage, and they believe it to be unfair. So I have a feeling that if our government raises the minimum wage, your job will be required to compensate for what you are being paid compared to what the current minimum wage is. In all honesty, what's really bugging me about people's harsh opinions on this fact of lazy workers getting more money than they deserve, my problems with it is that when you go to the grocery store and you buy, let's just use a container of milk as a reference. Here in Canada, a 4-liter jug of milk, which doesn't last a family a very long time, as far as I remember, is roughly $5 to $6 now. And I think that that has raised a lot over the past couple years. I guess I just feel like that is a significant amount of money for a human to pay to just have milk. And when you factor in that minimum wage and that carton of milk, or you factor in that family's medication for the children, for their sick parents or grandparents, for many, many reasons people need money. And I'm not talking about wanting money. I'm talking about needing money. So, all these people with their incredibly closed-minded opinions on this subject are driving me up the wall because they just assume that everyone working in a lesser job than them is somehow lazy or incompetent or non-deserving of the money. And that just drives me bonkers. Because these same people, they haven't even met these people that they're making such harsh judgments about. And even if they have met one or two super lazy workers, that does not mean that the entire field that's working in that establishment are lazy. Ugh, this is so hard to put into words. I guess I just want people to think a little bit more before they gather these really strange, obscure, really rude opinions about other people. I want them to open their minds a little bit and think other circumstances other than a 15-year-old lazy worker getting $15 an hour. I really want them to open their eyes. There's other circumstances that are extremely important. What if getting that raise for that person working a minimum wage job means that their child can go to school with breakfast in their stomach for the first time in years? What if that person who's getting a raise can finally get the medication that they deserve, that they need, that they've been avoiding? And what if that raise could get a family out of a home that's been rotting away underneath their feet? And just, there's so many circumstances that people are not putting in their brains, and I just really kind of want to bring that to attention, that you really, really need to start thinking more vast and more importantly about the world. You've got to stop putting other people down because you feel like your life is going to be in some way, shape, or form less miraculous because of other people's lives becoming more comfortable. Honestly, we have to stop getting so angry at poor people and start getting angry at the CEOs and the owners of these establishments that these people are working for, who have like 6 homes or, 3 boats or like 6 designer cars in their garage, like with bank accounts that could, solve a million people's problems. Why are we getting so angry about other people living comfortable lives? Why can't we get more angry about people living way, way above their means? Prime example is Walmart, and I worked for them for a long time, and I don't believe that they have very good morals at all. So many of the workers at Walmart a lot of them are elderly, a lot of them are in some way disabled, and a lot of them are just average Joes, moms, dads, teenagers, what have you. A lot of these people aren't able to have the basic necessities of life, and a lot of people have to decide, can they eat healthy food this week, or should they hold it off so they can afford a place to live? So let's be honest with each other and just talk about the fact that wouldn't it be nice if we could all just be comfortable? Wouldn't it be nice if we could all just live nicely? Why does that scare so many people? Why does the thought of other people having a good life freak other people out so bad? Like, I don't understand why the compassion is so completely gone. I don't understand why so many people have such closed-minded opinions about the world, and they just wrap it up into this little awful package and throw it around like people actually want to hear that negativity. I just can't fathom it. I just see it on Facebook so often. People are awful and closed-minded on that website more often than not, and it drives me up the wall. Something else that is a little bit of a touchy subject that I would like to touch base on, because I've been seeing it on Facebook a lot. All these people are freaking out about immigrants. Are you kidding me? White American Canadian people are talking about immigration? Okay. Did you guys, pay any attention in history class at all? Obviously not, because you obviously don't realize that your ancestors, people before you in your bloodline, were immigrants to this country. Let's be honest. You could not possibly be telling anyone to get out of your country when it really actually isn't your country. It really wasn't. What is with these people? I cannot even fathom these weird freaking opinions that these people have in their brains. I can't possibly make any sense of it. Could somebody please explain to me what being closed-minded really accomplishes? is there any good that comes from those opinions? Is there any positive change in the world that comes from hate? I highly, highly, highly doubt that. Woo! Okay, I'm so sorry that was such a negative, awful video, and I understand if you're probably gone by now. I have a really hard time sitting back and watching this stuff happen. On a much lighter note, we've decided here in our household, oh no, so much followed. Foundation was a bad idea. This was a last-minute decision. The foil. We've decided in our household that this year we're going to be holding a rather spectacular Halloween party because it is Justin's birthday. And I have so many decorations that I really want to use, and I just never, I never get a chance because I'm always rushing off to do some Halloween thing somewhere else. So this year we're going to completely deck out the entire apartment in so much, and we're just gonna have a really, really good time. Just invite our really close friends, and I really want to have tons of different spooky baked goods. I kind of want to get some little ribbons to give out to people for best costume and so forth and so on. It's just going to be, typical Halloween movie inspired party. Because let's be honest, it's just what I've always wanted to do with my life. If any of you guys know of any Halloween themed spooky little treats that I could make for my little party, that would be awesome. Just leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear that. Do any of you guys have any plans for Halloween yet, or know what you're dressing up as? Are you guys holding any parties or anything like that? Or is there an annual thing you go to in your town? I'm just so curious. Just love, love, love hearing people's stories. So I guess it is kind of worth a mention. I did start up a little Instagram for my makeup. I'm just going to be solely posting stuff about makeup on it. It is called Corey Lynn MUE instead of MUA because I don't claim myself to be a makeup artist. I so far have only just claimed myself to be a makeup enthusiast. So that's what I'm going to leave it until I feel comfortable with that crazy title of artist. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave it in the below bar with all the other links that are always in there. So that's pretty much everything I had to talk about today. It was a pretty heavy topic and all over the place topic kind of video, so hopefully you enjoyed that, and this is my finished product. Just going with the fall thing, with the dark and the gloomy and the vampire style, You got me. Okay, so that is everything. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, including that new Instagram account that I made for makeup, it will all be linked in the description box below. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you in my next video.